Quick question. If I told you there was $1,500 just sitting there with your name on it, but you had to fill out one form to claim it, would you do it? Of course you would. Now what if I told you that money has been sitting there since you started your job, and your HR department mentioned it exactly once during orientation while you were trying to figure out where the bathroom was? Welcome to the world of employer benefits that nobody actually explains. Today, we're going to find that money and put it in your pocket where it belongs. Welcome back to Paycheck to Progress. I'm Jenny. Last video, we decoded your pay stub and figured out where all your money goes. This video, we're doing the opposite. We're finding money that should be yours but isn't, yet. And the best part? This isn't about budgeting harder or cutting out your morning coffee. This is literal free money that your employer is offering you, and most people are just not taking it. So let's fix that. Okay, so where does $1,500 come from? Here's the breakdown for someone making $60,000 a year. First, 401k employer match. Let's say your company matches 50% of your contributions up to 6% of your salary. If you contribute 6%, that's $3,600 a year, they'll give you $1,800. That's $1,800 of free money per year, every year. But here's what actually happens. About 30% of people don't contribute enough to get the full match. They're leaving on average $750 to $1,000 on the table annually. Why? Because nobody explained it properly, and the paperwork is confusing. Second, HSA triple tax advantage. If you have a high deductible health plan and you're eligible for an HSA, you can contribute pre-tax dollars that grow tax-free and come out tax-free for medical expenses. The tax savings alone on maxing out an HSA can be $500 to $800 per year depending on your tax bracket. Add it up, $1,000 from not maxing 401k match, plus $500 in lost HSA tax benefits, $1,500 you're leaving behind. And that's a conservative estimate. Some people are leaving way more. Here's what makes me mad. Your employer wants you to take this money. It's already budgeted. They set it aside for you. But if you don't claim it, they just keep it. And they're not going to chase you down to make sure you got it. That's not their job, apparently. Let's start with 401k matching, because this is the easiest money you'll ever make. Here's how it works. You put money into your 401k, and your employer matches a portion of it. The most common match is 50% up to 6%, or 100% up to 3%. Let me translate that from HR speak to English. 50% match up to 6% means, if you contribute 6% of your salary, they'll contribute 3%. You put in $3,600, they put in $1,800. That's a 50% instant return on your money. Show me a savings account that does that. I'll wait. 100% match up to 3% up means, if you contribute 3%, they'll match the full 3%. You put in $1,800, they put in $1,800. That's literally doubling your money immediately. Now here's the thing. This isn't a bonus. This isn't extra. This is part of your total compensation package. When they hired you, they factored this in. So if you're not taking it, you're basically working for less money than you agreed to. You're giving yourself a pay cut for no reason. But Jenny, you're thinking, I can't afford to put 6% into my 401k right now. That's like $230 a month. I hear you. But here's what you're missing. That 6% is pre-tax, so it's not actually costing you the full $230. It's more like $170 to $180 depending on your tax bracket. And in exchange, you're getting $150 from your employer. So your net out of pocket is like $20 to $30 a month to get $150. That's a 500% return. If you genuinely can't afford the full 6%, at minimum, contribute enough to get the full match. Even if it's 3%, even if it's 1%. Something is better than nothing. And yes, I know. But I need that money now for bills. I get it. But here's the brutal truth. Future you also needs money. And future you is going to be pissed at current you for turning down free money. One more thing. Some companies have a vesting schedule. That means you have to work there for a certain amount of time before the employer match is fully yours. It might be immediate, or it might be 3 to 5 years. Check your plan. But even with vesting, you should still contribute to get the match. Because worst case, you work there long enough to vest, and best case, it's yours immediately. Now let's talk about HSAs, health savings accounts. This is hands down one of the best tax advantages available to regular people, and almost nobody uses it correctly. First, what is it? An HSA is a savings account for medical expenses that you can only get if you have a high deductible health plan. High deductible means your plan has a deductible of at least $1,600 for individuals or $3,200 for families in 2024. Why does this matter? Because HSAs have a triple tax advantage. Let me say that again. Triple. 1. Contributions are pre-tax. Money goes in before taxes are taken out, lowering your taxable income. 2. Growth is tax-free. Any interest or investment gains in your HSA aren't taxed. 3. Withdrawals for medical expenses are tax-free. Money comes out without being taxed if you use it for qualified medical expenses. This is the only account in existence with this triple advantage. Not your 401k, not a Roth IRA, only HSAs. Here's the actual dollar impact. If you're in the 22% federal tax bracket, plus 6% state tax, plus 7.65% FICA, you're looking at about 35% total tax. So every $1,000 you put in your HSA saves you $350 in taxes. That's real money. For 2024, you can contribute up to $4,150 if you're single, or $8,300 for a family. If you're 55 or older, you can add another $1,000. Now here's the strategy most people miss. You can invest your HSA. It's not just a savings account. Most HSA providers let you invest the money in mutual funds, just like a 401k, so it can grow over decades. The power move? If you can afford it, pay for current medical expenses out of pocket, let your HSA grow invested, and save the receipts. Medical expenses never expire. You could have a doctor visit today, save the receipt, and reimburse yourself 30 years from now when you need the money in retirement. Tax-free. But even if you can't do that strategy, even if you're using your HSA for current medical expenses, you're still saving 30 to 35% on those expenses by using pre-tax dollars. The catch? You need a high-deductible health plan. So during open enrollment, you need to do the math. Is the premium savings from the high-deductible plan plus the HSA tax savings worth the higher deductible? For healthy people who don't go to the doctor much, the answer is usually yes. For people with chronic conditions or families with kids, maybe not. We'll cover this more in the open enrollment video. But if you're already on a high-deductible plan and not using an HSA, you're just paying extra taxes for no reason. Quick sidebar on FSAs, flexible spending accounts. These are different from HSAs but often confused with them. FSAs also let you set aside pre-tax money for medical expenses, but there's one big difference: use it or lose it. Whatever you don't spend by the end of the year, you forfeit. Gone. Poof. Some plans have a small grace period or let you roll over $500, but mostly it's use it or lose it. So FSAs require you to predict your medical expenses for the year. How much will you spend on doctor visits, prescriptions, glasses, dental work? If you guess wrong and over-contribute, you lose the money. If you under-contribute, you miss out on tax savings. My advice? If you have predictable medical expenses, like you know you're getting braces, or you have a regular prescription, FSAs are great. Set aside that amount. But if your medical expenses are unpredictable, be conservative. It's better to contribute too little than too much. And here's a pro tip. Late in the year, if you have leftover FSA money, stock up on eligible expenses. Get new glasses. Buy a year's worth of contact lenses. Get that dental cleaning. FSAs cover a lot more than you think. Sunscreen, first aid supplies, even some over-the-counter medications. Don't let it go to waste. Alright, so how do you actually get this money? For 401k matching, Step 1. Log into your 401k account or contact HR to find out what your company matches. Step 2. Figure out what percentage you need to contribute to get the full match. Step 3. Update your contribution percentage. You can usually do this online or through a form. Step 4. Check your pay stub next paycheck to confirm it's deducted. Step 5. Check your 401k account in a month to confirm the employer match showed up for HSAs. Step 1. Confirm you have a high-deductible health plan and are eligible. Step 2. Open an HSA if you don't have one, usually through your employer or on your own. Step 3. Set up automatic contributions from your paycheck, pre-tax, or contribute directly, tax-deductible. Step 4. Save all medical receipts, even if you're not reimbursing yourself now. Step 5. Consider investing the money if you don't need it immediately. The biggest barrier isn't the process, it's decision paralysis. People get overwhelmed and do nothing. Don't be that person. Even if you only increase your 401k by 1% this month, that's progress. Even if you only put $50 a month in your HSA, that's $600 in tax savings per year. So here's your homework. Log into your benefits portal this week. Check your 401k contribution. Check if you're getting the full employer match. If not, increase it. Check if you have access to an HSA. If you do and you're not using it, open one. This isn't complicated. It's just stuff nobody taught us. But now you know, and that $1,500, it's yours. Go get it. Next week, we're tackling the myth that keeps everyone broke. If I get a raise, I'll make less money because of taxes. We're breaking down tax brackets once and for all, so you can stop turning down raises because Wendy from accounting scared you. Subscribe if you've ever turned down a 401k match because the paperwork was confusing. Like this video if you just realized you've been leaving money on the table. And comment, how much is your employer match? Let's see who has the best and worst matches out there.